Is Nigeria still a good place to invest in agriculture? This is a real question if we don't really want to sugarcoat it with the economy. And I will try my best to answer it honestly. Yes, Nigeria is still a good place for you to invest in agriculture, but it's not good for everyone in every way. There's difference between opportunity and easy money. So you need to know the one you want to go for. Is it opportunity? Is it easy money? And today we'll be talking about that. If you're thinking about investing in agriculture in Nigeria, maybe you're in diaspora or you're just thinking about it, then this video is for you. Recently, someone asked me, Julie, is Nigeria still worth it? With the insecurity, inflation, currency issue, and transportation problem, has agriculture not become too risky? And to be very honest, that is a fair question. And anyone who is thinking about involving or putting serious money into investments in Nigeria actually deserves an honest answer to that. So let's break it down practically. The first point I want to tell you is that the demand here is still massive. Nigeria has one of the highest population in Africa. That means food is needed every day, protein is needed every day, staple crops are needed every day, animal feed is needed every day to sustain the economy. Food demand here is not clothes, real estate. It is a fundamental need. And as long as human being needs to eat, agriculture is here to stay. So from a demand perspective, because in business we look at demand before we supply, from a demand perspective, Nigeria is good to invest in. The next thing I want you to know is that yes, the challenges are real. Everything we mentioned, they are very real. And we need to consider them if you're thinking of about putting serious money. And the challenges I'm talking about is security issues in some regions, poor infrastructure, cost inputs, transportation issue, foreign exchange risk, many of them. And all these things are real. They affect the cost of production, even the cost of management. But here's the thing. Challenges do not erase opportunities. They just help you change how you do it so that it will be profitable for you. You cannot say, okay, because this thing is happening, you don't want to do this. No, you have to find a way around it to make those challenges even work in your favor. So you don't just invest blindly, you invest with strategy because you already know that there are challenges that are combating with you. The next point I need you to know when it comes to investing in Nigeria is returns are not guaranteed at all, but returns are very possible. If someone tells you invest in Nigeria and in the next 6 months your money will double, that's not the reality. Big returns can definitely happen, but not from luck. They come from good planning, realistic budgeting, market alignment, proper management, and you being aware that there are risks involved. So if you're going into investing in Nigeria with your eyes closed, you will definitely lose money. But if you go in with clarity and processes, your returns are certain to come. It might not be as high as you are looking at 70, 80, 1900, but the return will definitely come. And those returns are earned. I cannot promise to give you 10 million naira now. We have to work to earn it. The next point about investing in Nigeria I will give you is that financial infrastructures have increased. They've really improved. The record shows that many systems and products that are available now in terms of finances, they did not exist 10 years ago, even when I started. But now they're already developing. You will see improvements. So we're talking about agri-tech platform, payment systems, supply chains, farm management services has also improved. That means you can integrate tech into farming. Before we want to use the tech, and also you can reduce middleman costs. Okay, you already have direct from farm to table. You can do your farm to table, and sometimes you can even access better markets. Nigeria is not the old agriculture anymore. So the minute you stop doing it like the old agriculture, the minute you start making possible returns. Another thing I need you to know when it comes to investing in Nigeria is market access is not automatic. You need to plan it. As you're starting, I held a conversation session with someone recently, and we are talking about they want to do some certain crop, and I had to change the conversation, and we had to bring it down to what crop can we quickly sell. It's not all about setting up; it's about knowing the crop. If we are setting up these 20 acres of land, and we want to plant this, we need to know that we need people that will buy. We are not just planting it for fun. So yes, you need to have the plan for market access. You don't just plant and you now start looking for markets. Because one of the biggest misconception is planting, buyers will come, buyers will not come. Where do you want to go and see the buyers? It's you that will go and look for them. You must plan who will buy your produce, at what price, when will it be harvested, and how will that produce, how will it get to them? You must plan it. The truth is Nigeria have buyers. Yes, everybody have their target audience. Yes. But buyers will not buy without a plan. If they don't know you, they cannot come and buy. So the opportunities are there, but you now need to connect to it intentionally. The next point I want you to know when it comes to investing in Nigeria is the fact that risk exists. I think we need to always put that at the back of our mind, and everybody needs to account for it. Risk exists. As you are putting your money into something, you know that there are risks in it. Any business at all, there are risks in it. Aside business, every country has its own risk. If you're in the abroad, investing there has their own risk. If you're in Nigeria, so it's not that it's a Nigerian thing. Every part have their own risk. Inflation, politics, logistics, every part in it. But in Nigeria, the risk is not the reason for you to exit agriculture. It's actually the reason why you should sit down, think clearly about it, put right things in place, gain clarity before you start putting your money, because you already know that risk is certain. If you want to invest, what smart investors do, they ask questions. Okay, Julie, want to start with plantain. Okay, what are the real risks setting up this plantain? What are the real risks in managing this plantain? What happens if the cost rise? What happens if the cost drop? What if the season failed? What if markets? Those are the risks. So you ask and you learn, you define it before you start. Because bad investors hope that all things will be good, but good investors actually plan. And let me put this, investing alone is not about I have 10 million naira to put somewhere. You need to create a good plan so that that 10 million naira can generate money for you and not become a debit. I'm talking about having big money like that. Yes, there's money, but you need to have a system that works. So we keep saying, oh, this country does not have system. You yourself create a system in your business. Nigerian agriculture can make money for you only when you treat this as a business, not as hobby or go come. That means you need to test the assumptions, marketing costs, you need to assess risk. How do we manage operations? And let's review the results. See, everything is strategic. It does not just magically happen. Let me give you two quick examples. Investor A, he bought a land. He planted on it. He did not plan the market at all. No management structure. What is the outcome? He lost money. Investor 2, he first understood the crop he wants to go into. Okay, I have decided that plantain works well in Nigeria. Let me go understand what plantain is. He studied it. Then, after studying it, maybe through consultation, online, through training, through courses, he now said, okay, now that I understood it, let me budget. Because you don't just put money, let me budget. Okay, we've already started budgeting. In the process of budgeting, let me start securing buyers if it is crops. Like I said, I was holding a consultation session and I and the person we were talking, we said, oh, let us do okra. And me, I told the person, yeah, I don't buy okra. Okra will laugh at you. So you need to know who your buyers are. It's not the crop that you want in mind that you plant. It's what your buyers want to buy. That is what you plant. So after securing buyers, he now hired strong supervision. You yourself check out what he did with what investor he did. What will be the outcome? He will definitely make more money than the one that just went with vibes. The truth is both of them invested in agriculture in Nigeria. One treated it as passion and hobby. One treated it as a business. So is Nigeria still a good place to invest? Answer is yes, but only if you approach it with clarity, with structure, putting systems in place, and you yourself, you have realistic expectation. Don't put 1 naira and expect that you get 2005. And this part is why I offer clarity session. I think I do say before you invest, some people reach out to me, I have this acre, I'll tell you. My first step is let us clarify. And I've observed that through the clarity section, a lot of people tend to switch the kind of crop they want to go. Once they've gone through that clarity section, maybe they are coming into the clarity section with, oh, I want to do maize, I want to do okra, I want to do pepper, I want to do. By the time they come, you see that at the end, we end up being just 2 crops. So yes, clarity session helps you. I think I kept it to help you prevent money wastage so that you don't lose your money. So for clarity section, we help you map out your agricultural business idea. We break down real cost. If you've contacted me, you see that at the end I send you some summaries telling you, okay, this is the real cost, this is the way we should go, this is the way we should proceed. Okay, get to farm manager, I'll get this. If you don't need farm manager, I'll tell you, okay, get this. So we need to map it out for your own business, how you want to go. And in clarity section, we identify the risk quickly, even before we commit funds into it. I think I had a clarity session with someone, was it 2 days ago? And this point, the person just had to pause and say, Julie, thank you for this. I need to think about it. It is important. If it did not like go to the clarity section, they want to set up 17 acres. How do they think about it? So for the clarity section, I don't sugarcoat. I just tell you real facts so that you gain the immediate clarity before putting your money in agriculture. So if you're serious about investing in Nigeria, do well to book a session. It will definitely save you money and save you time and save you energy. The link for all my services are in the description box. Please check it out and book a session. Nigeria still has opportunities, but opportunities without clarity is a gamble. If this video helped you, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share it to someone that might need it, and I'm going to see you in my next video.